a fiery speech last night. Former President Bill Clinton talked a lot about policy, and he also made some pretty big claims. Well, we got to work and fact-checked some of those claims here at Bloomberg News. Megan Hughes joining us with more from Charlotte. And Megan, did his claims square up with the facts?
For the most part, Betty, yes, they did. Our fact checkers could not find one claim that was patently false. So this was a really well-researched speech. Of course, the former president did use some statistics to his advantage, and some of them did sound like whoppers, like this.
Since 1961, for 52 years now, the Republicans have held the White House 28 years. The Democrats, 24. So what's the job score? Republicans, 24 million. Democrats, 42.
Now, if you take a look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics data for each month of Republican and Democratic presidencies since 1961, Republican presidents presided over the creation of 24 million jobs. Democrats, yes, 42 million jobs. So our fact checkers found that to be true. And Clinton last night, Betty, also had a lot to say about the debt.
Republican economic policies quadrupled the national debt before I took office, in the 12 years before I took office, and double the debt in the 8 years after I left.
So claim number two, Republican policies quadrupled the debt before Clinton and doubled it after. Well, Treasury Department figures showed that under Reagan, the debt went from $907.7 billion to $4.1 trillion. So yes, it did quadruple. Under George W. Bush, it went from $5.7 trillion to $10.6 trillion. So that's falling just shy of the $11.4 trillion that would have meant doubling it. Our fact checkers found that to be mostly true. It was an 86% increase, Betty. So nothing that they found was patently false here. The biggest complaint that I can tell you that I've heard of the speech is that it was just too long.